Hello my Capricorn friends, and welcome to your card reading for the month of October. As your first card here you see the mice. The mice are cards of stress. Sometimes we are nervous, we are anxious for something. Sometimes also it points to that there is some cleanup needed in our life. We need to make some changes in our life. The mice is something we need to attend. So it means if something is a long time in your life that you've not been attending, we need to take care of it. This is what we are seeing here. Because if you don't attend the topic of the mice, the problems will increase. As you know, the mice are very easy to reproduce, so this is exactly what I mean. Anyway, sometimes also things are working out in a difficult way, or we need to make some adjustments here. If there are positive cards in like the sun here, things can be overturned, but if there is some cleanup to do, we need to attend this. Then in the central card here, we have the garden here. The garden is a public place. Maybe we have some meetings in a public place, maybe we need to attend certain things in public places. Anyway, our public life could be important at that time, or we are in the center of something public. This is what we are seeing here. This is a very positive card then, contradicting the mice. Then we go in the horizontal lines. We have the mice, the whip, and the sun. The mice and the whip, it points to that some people could be disrespectful to us. They could even violate us as a person, our personal rights here. I'm not saying necessarily physically, but they could violate our personal rights, our human rights. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. It's possible, because you have the snake here, that you handle it in a wise way and you turn away from the whole situation, because the snake is a smart card. So you could be able here to turn yourself out of this situation here. This is what we are seeing here. If there was a certain difficult situations in your life, this could be escalating now. Whatever it was in your life before, the situation could escalate with this combination of cards here. Maybe you can no longer handle it. But with the mice, with the snake here, it's possibly you build up a strategy. If not, it could be very tensious here, this combination of cards here. The conflict that you had, maybe it was a recent conflict, maybe it's a conflict in the past. It could be really difficult here, and it could exhaust you here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also people have the idea that they can make us feel guilty. They bring some guilt upon us here. And sometimes also we are accused of some dishonest things, and it's not necessarily so, but these are things you could be facing here with this combination of cards. Another possibility of this is if somebody before has taken something from you, you get strong and you demand compensation for what is taken from you. This also happens with this combination of cards. Then we have the whip and the sun. The whip and the sun here, if there was a problem before, if you act in the right, wise way, the harmony will be restored and the differences will be resolved. But probably we have the snake here, we need to play it smart. So you need to use your smartness here with this combination here. It's possible here that you felt very uncomfortable, but if you feel good with it, if you know how to handle it, it's possible that you can turn it around here with this combination of cards here. We will also towards this person that is forcing us, or that is bad to us, we could have some form of sarcasm to this person here with this combination of cards here. But you will be confident to go in this argument. You will not push yourself away, but use the snake, be wise, make your bet before you go in this argument. Then we have the cross and the garden, the second line here. On the job front, we could be happy. We could be where we want to be, because the cross is a place of destiny. So it's possible that this job is destined to be yours. This is what we are seeing here with this card here. Sometimes in the social contact, in the context of our social life, we could feel that we are not up to it to make a lot of social contacts. Even maybe sometimes it's impossible to avoid it, but we don't feel up to it, and maybe we are hiding it. The snake sometimes hides, and it's wise also if you're not in the place, maybe it's required on the job front, you will need to put up some kind of facade, because you're not up to it maybe always to put yourself in public. But sometimes we have no choice. With the cross, it's destined to be. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that you, for instance, if you are in public speaking, or if your job is very public, that you test where your audience is, if they are with you or if they are against you. This is also because the cross is a test. So it's possible that you do something like that, and you will play it smart with the snake, because you have the abilities here for playing it smart. You will see if the public is on your side, especially if you have a public job here. This is what we are seeing here. We could be quite single-minded about the approach here. This is what we are seeing here. We think about what we should do and not should do, but there is single-mindedness here with this combination of cards. Then we have the garden and the snake here. We need to be careful here with the people that are around us. So there could be some people around you, but I think you already know what I mean here, that are not very honest. Maybe they are cunning here. The environment is not as it should be, and still you need to operate in it. And here the cards advise us here to keep quiet, to literally keep our mouth shut, and don't share private information that is only known to you. So this is exactly what you need to do with the snake. So if you have secret information, don't share this. Don't share this with the public here. It's better that we act like the snake in the grass, and we strike later on, if we are sure. If your opponent or somebody is against you, we need to be careful that we are not ending up in the trap of our enemy. So be careful with that here, because sometimes this represents a trap. There could be troublemakers around us here, and they could expose us or have the intention to expose us in the group. So this is what we are seeing here. So you need to play it smart here, and you cannot show the back of your tongue with this combination of cards here. We need to be very diplomatic here. Diplomacy here is the key. Diplomacy here is the key. But there are very big ambitions here that we are seeing here. There are ambitions here towards your public life here. You want to reach certain goals, and this is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we have the letter and the ship. The letter and the ship here, it points us here that we are receiving news. Maybe you are in contact with people in abroad, or the business is related to people in abroad. If not in abroad, it could be from a city far away. So here there is news here from this business or project here. Or in another way, something is shipped to you, a parcel here, commercial documents here. If you're waiting on these documents already for a long time, it means they're on their way to you here. This is what we are seeing here. If you're waiting on a visa or an important document to travel here, the document will shortly be in your possession. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, also, if people ask you to participate in certain things, you will say in a roundabout way, you are not able to do so. But actually it's an unwillingness. So you will hide the unwillingness to participate. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the ship and the bear. The ship and the bear here, this points to, it can point to a boss in abroad, or an authority figure in abroad, or a manager here. It's possible that you are offered a trip to abroad, or you are planning for a trip in abroad. If you have your own business, you will plan a trip in abroad here. In another way, It's possible due to your determination in the job, and you are very focused on the job, that some bonus is hanging here for you. But you will need to play it smart, because there could be some jealousy from other people. So maybe other people have known about your ambitions, and they know about your decisiveness, they know about your devoutness to the job, and maybe they are jealous, and maybe they want to undermine. So you need to be careful here, because maybe more people than you know are aware that you are able or that you're going to receive this bonus. So there could be some jealousy here. This is what we are seeing here. But we ourselves, it also points that you have a lot of experience, because this is the expert, that you have a lot of experience, and you yourself, you feel that you are ready to take the next step in your career. This is what we are seeing here. It's literally that we are the captain of the ship. We are ready to become the captain of the ship. We have so much experience, we can literally steer where it's going. In some cases, it could literally mean that you are in charge of a ship, or whatever it is here, or a big vehicle. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also in another way, in a simpler way, is that we are traveling with people, with an authority figure, or you travel with the manager. This is possible here also. It doesn't mean because this person is your superior that he's not envious or jealous of you. So you need to consider here, because there's a lot of things going on here to that here. People can sometimes be envious from other people's devotion or abilities. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you feel that it's time for you to take the next step, and maybe this person, this manager or this teacher, you have the feeling he's holding you back, and you consider to let it go. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We feel we are ready to the next step. Then we have the mice and the cross here. The mice and the cross here, again here we see that there are certain tribulations that coming to us, obstacles here. Here also we could feel a little bit here that we need to get out of this ball and chain situation. We want to liberate ourselves here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you also want to leave certain things behind. Maybe there are some ideologies that you have been confronted with before, maybe in the business, maybe in your life, that you want to leave behind here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also it points to certain fears for the next step. Also, you will let go of this burden. If it already annoys you for a long time here, it annoys you. What is also possible is that you see it as an elephant, but actually the problem is not so big as you anticipated. This is what we are seeing also with this combination. So don't see the problem too big. It might be smaller than you anticipated. Also, with this combination of cards, if we have been thinking in a straight line or in a square box, we want to think during this situation. We want to get out of the square thinking. We will need more open thinking. This is what we are seeing, or we go more in open thinking. If this cost you like a mental pain, this mental pain also will go away. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Then we have the cross and the letter here. During these tribals that you are experiencing, you will see also, and you will think, is this now a sign that I'm ready to take the next step? And it is. You will see the signs. Sometimes also, if there is money involved that is coming to you, for example, through an inheritance or something, it's possible that there is a burden connected to that, and there's some disappointment in that. Maybe the money is not what you expected it to be, or maybe there is something else. There is some disappointment here involved in that here. Anyway, also we will feel also responsible to others. You could also, the way you communicate could be very hard, and that could work as a protection on yourself. You could be very short in your communication, maybe related to this money, for protecting yourself. This is what we are seeing here. But as I said, you have the snake here. Play it smart. Play it smart here. Here also, even though the situation is difficult here, we need to stand our ground and we need to keep the communication open. You can keep the communication short, but you will need to open. So don't break it up, be wise here. Then we go in the second vertical line here. Here we see again here that there is the quarrel that we see that is resolved here. We see this here coming back in the vertical lines here. Certain aggressions are possible. Maybe an aggression from the public upon to we. Maybe this is organized here. This is what we are seeing here, or we are in a public meeting and something is put a trap for us, as we saw before here, and the people could be very assertive towards you or aggressive here. Also, we could feel, especially if people know that you are going to take a step up, there is pressure from your peers. This is what we are seeing here also. It's like they put you under the microscope here. Then here also, again here, but there's like a public outcry here that we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we have the garden and the ship here. Again here we see the invitation for going in abroad. If this is not an invitation for going abroad, maybe because there was a lot of pressure and stress before, you will want to take a break and you want to go in a quiet area where there's a lot of green. This is what we are seeing here. And this will do you good here. You will do good. Maybe you travel with a group of people that are acquainted to you, and you travel here to foreign cultures here. Also during this trip you will get to know certain things here. There are lucky discoveries here. Maybe these are people that you met on social networks here that you travel with here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also we do attempts to change the general opinion with this combination of cards here. But we will meet foreign cultures here if we are planning to travel here. Also sometimes also without our own knowledge, we could be part of a social experiment and we are not aware of. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards here. Sometimes also a person that has worked for you for a long time, a crucial figure, will be leaving the team. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the sun, the snake and the bear. The sun and the snake here, the situation will be resolved, as I told you earlier here. You will come out on the situation on top. If there was ill will towards you, as I said here, the test, you are protected here. There's a protection here also towards envy, jealousy, but you will need to play it smart. But actually there's a protection here upon you. But you will desire also with the sun for some happiness, for a relaxation, for a day off here, because there's a lot going on before. Maybe for coming where you are, there were a lot of detours here. But there is triumph here over enemies or people who wanted to kept you down here with this combination of cards. It's like literally we need to take a break here, and we need to show wisdom here, intelligence, and you will. And if you do, there will be money involved, better money situation. This is what we are seeing here with this combination here. There could be in the past here that we saw liars, people try to cheat us, this deceptions here that were coming to us here. Maybe we were exposed to something and people want to manipulate us with old facts from before, and this was like a setup. So I told you that before. I see this here always coming back here. Anyway, we could be here relaxing, and we could literally be a party animal for a few days here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the snake and the bear here. This is the tact and diplomacy here. You must be smart here with authority here. You need to reach your goal here. And if you remain strong and composed, this will work very efficient for you. but you know this here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible there are communication with a boss in abroad, and you show your efficiency. This is what we are seeing here. The conversation could be quite heavy, but you need to see, let's see here who you are. I mean this, your abilities here. But of course, things will be registered, your past will be registered, but also they will test you. They will test your abilities in person. This is what we are seeing here. We could be confronted here towards diplomacy, towards a manager, towards your boss here, and they will see what is your capabilities, and they are here, your capabilities, but they will test it anyway. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. It's possible that you have the feeling that you are not the only one being tested here. You could have this feeling. Anyway, there could be certain situations, so don't let yourself manipulate or con in a certain situation. Be wise here, because you have the abilities here to move up. You are ready here to make the next step, even though the beginning of the month could be a little bit difficult, but you have everything in your basket, so you should use it. So you are ready to move forward financially. You have the expertise, so this is very good, but you will need to be smart if you want to move up. So my Capricorn friends, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please consider subscribing. Thank you for doing so, and we see each other in the next reading. Thank you. Bye-bye.